If you're looking for a good twist on a classic layout built for a couple, this right here is going to be one of them. Plus, it's nice and affordable. This is the Coleman 25R, and what they've done is they've taken the rear living that so many people like, where you have two recliners right back here, but instead of having a small TV space up here, they shifted it so the TV can be here. So you can put that on a swing arm mount if you want, or be able to sit in the sofa, still have a great view. But by doing that, it also expanded the kitchen and really just made this a much more functional floor plan. Now, as we go through this, if you're interested and you're wondering, Ian, where can I get one and how much is it? We will have a link for price and availability down in the description. Now, as we take a look at the back, again, as I mentioned, these are going to be dual recliners right back here. You just kind of pull them forward a little bit, and then you push back, and just like so, you can recline. Now, just do bear in mind that with any of these setups where you have the recliners in the back like this, the two separated ones, when you bring the slide in, you will have to turn them, so just keep that in mind. You just have to do a little bit of movement before you close everything down. Right in between, you have a nice little end table here, right, for beverages, whatever else you need. Plus, you have USB port, so if you have to charge a cell phone or tablet, you have a spot for that. Window in the back, so you can enjoy the view of, I don't know, the Coleman right behind you there, or if you have like a nice lakefront view, something like that, you can certainly enjoy that as well, plus some additional storage all the way across the top. Now, as we mentioned, over here is going to be our super slide. We have a jackknife sofa right next to a dinette. The dinette has plenty of room for 4 people here, also has storage underneath both benches, and of course this does drop down into a bed. You just simply remove those poles. You can take the cushions, put it on top, and that creates a small bed, which is perfect for kiddos. Windows in here as well. Now, you'll also see it is a flush floor slide, and they use the same linoleum that they have on the flooring, so you really can't even see where the division is. I mean, a little bit, right, if you really look, but I think that's probably one of my favorite as far as curb appeal. If you're looking at something as most aesthetically pleasing, will be exactly what they've done right here. Now, as I mentioned, straight across, if you want a spot for a TV, it will be mounted here. Connections are actually right up here in the bottom of the cabinet. And also you have spot for additional appliances, right? So if you have like a toaster, blender, something like that you want to plug in, you have an outlet for it. This, of course, is tied to GFCI, and this is going to be one of your inverted outlets. Anytime you see this sticker here, they are pre-wired for an inverter. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be inverted right out of the gate, but if you do choose, you can have an inverter installed on this one, and then all of those are good to go. Right up top, you can see some additional storage. You'll have that all the way across. So again, great storage here in this kitchen. Something that oftentimes is lacking in these floor plans. And same thing as we drop down. Not only do you have this little cutout right here, which gives you some, good space for like camping pots and pans, but you have a full bank of 3 drawers here. This bottom one you can see is nice and deep as well, a lot deeper than the top 2. And then you also get great storage underneath the sink, which is huge for me because that gives you a spot for a trash can, which again is something that a lot of times is lacking in a floor plan. You get a big sink here with the kind of the high-rise faucet. You can see the big window right behind that. A 2-burner cooktop rather than a 3, which, in the Coleman line here is pretty common. You don't go to the 3 until you go up to the lantern. But again, this is, more than usable. Honestly, I don't know that I've ever used all 3 burners in an RV at the same time. So, this is still pretty good. You can see a spice rack here over to the side as well, so you have a spot to put those. And if we drop down underneath the 2-burner cooktop, you will see this one has a convection microwave oven with an air fryer. So it's everything, right? It's going to be all 3 built into one. You definitely have some cooking options there. Now, as we take a look at the fridge, this is currently an 8 cubic foot fridge, but I am told that they will be upgrading this to a 10.6, I believe it is, cubic foot. So the refrigerator will be getting a little bit larger, which is great. You can never complain with a larger fridge. Super happy they'll be putting those in. It is going to be a running change, but we will see those in the double axle Coleman models moving forward. And then you will see some additional pantry storage right over here to the side. Perfect for your canned goods, Pop-Tarts, whatever else you need. Now, as we move in a little further, we get into the bathroom. It is going to be a pass-through bathroom, which I know does turn some people off, but don't worry, you're not going to get stuck. There is a door here in the bedroom, so even if you have a guest using this, you can still exit the other way if need be. The thing I really like about a pass-through bathroom, though, is it just gives you so much more room. you actually have a place to change. Like I can change right here, and a lot of times in a side aisle bathroom, you just don't have the room for it. You also get some, decent counter space. All things considered here, you get this little outcropping over to the side. You can see again some cutouts there for toilet paper, spray, whatever else you need. A little bit of room underneath. Maybe you can fit like a really skinny trash can in there. Mirrored medicine cabinet up top here, and then this one comes with your Suburban on-demand water heater so that you can enjoy your time in the shower. And speaking of the shower, if I step in here at 6 foot tall, I am touching on the ceiling. You can see that right there. I can maybe be able to stand under the skylight here. It might be a little tough, but if you're much taller than 6 foot, you'll definitely be ducking down. If you're, a little bit shorter than that, you'll be just fine. I do like the fact that it has the upgraded shower head here. Now, granted, this is from winterization, but this is the oxygenic shower head. It's just gonna have a couple different modes you can have on there, and it's gonna feel like there's more pressure. They basically inject oxygen into it, kind of, and so it just feels like stronger pressure than what you would normally get with a normal shower head. Then as we take a look up front, you will see that you have the camper queen here. So this one is going to be 6 inches short of a residential queen, but it is going to be your 60 inches wide. Then over to the side, we have USB outlets there, plus your standard outlets. And again, as I mentioned with the other ones, those are also pre-wired for an inverter if you choose to have that added. You can see wardrobes on both sides, so you have a spot to hang your clothes. Shelf across the top here, right across the way is going to be a spot for a TV. And as I promised, right here is the additional door. Okay, with the slide in, what you will see is that we do have full access to the refrigerator as well as the freezer here. And while the bathroom and bedroom are going to be closed off from the main area, don't forget there is that second door in the bedroom, and so we can access both of those via that door. All right, let's take a look at the outside of the 2026 Coleman 25R. Starting off right up front here, you'll see that you have 2 propane tanks with a cover, nice, easy access to those. You also have your battery rails here, and you will notice there is enough space for dual batteries if you so choose. Now, coming around to the side, we get into our pass-through compartment. The pass-through does have a magnetic catch on there, which is great. And as you can see, it is nice and tall too, right? You get some pretty good storage space, all things considered. Bring our way back a little bit further, take a look at the power awning. This thing is massive. I mean, it's gonna cover both of your doorways here, meaning that basically your entire campsite is gonna be covered by awning if you so want it. That's pretty darn great. As we saw, if we need to access the bathroom or the bedroom while in travel, you'll go in this door right here. Otherwise, we will have our main entrance right in the back. Now, in between, if we drop down, you'll see you have a spot to hook up your griddle or your grill right there with a propane quick connect. If you need to plug anything in, you have an outlet here, and again, this one is also pre-wired for that inverter. We have our Tamarack tires here. These ones do have the self-adjusting brakes on the axles, just pretty great. That's something that normally you don't see at this price point. And again, it's one of those maintenance items that most people don't think about is adjusting your brakes. The self-adjusting, eliminate that completely. Definitely great peace of mind when it comes to towing. Your main entrance, again, is going to be right here. They do give you the larger foldable grab handle, so that way you can nice and easily walk on in. You also have the Kia-like system on this coach. That's something that a lot of people just don't know a ton about. The really nice thing about that is it's going to be a lot more secure. So someone that has like a 751 key for baggage doors, for example, they're not going to be able to open your baggage door compartments. Your key will be unique to your RV, so anything you put in that pass-through storage will be nice and safe. In the rare event there is a blowout, they do have a spare right back here. Again, that is great peace of mind when we talk about towing. You'll see our 30 amp detachable power cord is going to plug right into there. This one does have the bumper on it as well, which is what our spare tire here is mounted to. And if we take a look up top, we'll see a few different things. One is going to be the backup camera prep there right in the center. So if you want a backup camera, it's a nice plug and play installation. And you also have ladder prep for the Lippert ladder on the go. So that way it's going to be a telescoping ladder. You can connect that so you can climb up onto the fully walkable roof, whether that's for maintenance, inspection, or just to view the stars, you can go ahead and do that. Your cable inlet will be right down here. And if we drop down, we'll see one of our 2 terminations. So you have one of your gray tanks will actually terminate right there. And then if we come forward a little bit here, we will see that we have our other termination is going to be located right here. You can see the black tank valve on there. You'll also see your outside shower that has both hot and cold water access. Our low point drains will be located right there. As we move forward a little bit more, we can see the on-demand water heater. Not only do you have solar that you can put in here, as well as the inverter for roof-mounted solar, you also have this solar on the side. So if you just have a briefcase one and you want just to trickle charge the battery, you can do that as well. And then you will see your fresh tank fill here, as well as your city water inlet. Now again, as I said, this is a great couples model, especially if you're looking for something that's a little more affordable, but still gives you a lot of space and amenities. If you're interested and you want to know price and availability, that link will be in the description. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see you.